Welcome to the Love Story Podcast. I'm your host, Ashley Green, where we are capturing the magic of every love story. So, welcome to the Love Story Podcast. We have in studio today, we have the Skeltons, which I love. So, Heather and Rick Skelton, which I love because you guys you're spooky people, and you've got basically half of your last name is skeleton.
It's one E off, and we get it like that's becoming the new thing. It used to be like, are you related to Red? But now it's starting to become like, oh, it's almost skeleton or skeleton.
Yeah.
Or you get the people that really don't notice it, and then they're like, oh, that's even cool. And like, we're missing an E, and then they get a little bummed.
Yeah.
It's not as cool anymore.
Yeah. You started out being the skeletons, and now, yeah.
It's like, sorry.
Yeah. How long have you guys been together? Because we've got a lot to cover, because you are also another couple who not only are you partners in life, but you're also partners in business too.
Correct. Yes.
So we've got a lot of ground to cover. We had Mike and Sam.
Mike and Sam, yes.
Yeah, they were on, and right after they wrapped up and they were leaving, and I was like, oh, he asked the question, who else do you have? And I was talking about, a couple, they were in here, and Megan and Jordan were in here, and I said, yeah, and we've got Rick and Heather Skelton. I was like, I don't know if you got, and they were like, yeah, he was wearing one of your shirts. And so, so he's like, perfect. They're cool.
Yeah.
So.
Sam got me my second job ever at Dairy Queen in Clearwater. So
yes.
I've known Sam for a long damn time.
She mentioned how it was just, nobody had locked doors. And so you just kind of, everybody.
Yeah. We just show up at each other's houses and be like, hey,
I'm here.
We'd hang out there. Like I would, feed their dogs and stuff sometimes. Like it was just like, that's what you did.
because truly, for the listeners who don't live in Central Minnesota, Central Minnesota is an entirely unique beast of like everybody knows everybody, or is related to everybody, or hates somebody. Like you have to be careful who you talk about, because there is someone in the room who knows and is listening to go back and gossip.
Yep.
My mom was the town hairstylist for Clearwater for the
She's
majority
got
of my
all
childhood.
the juice.
So it was always everybody knew what was going on in my life.
And she knew all the tea.
Yes, every little old lady knew exactly who I was.
Oh, you're Rick. You're such a troublemaker.
Oh, you're such a troublemaker. Come pinch your cheeks. Like, oh, you're painting your fingernails now. That's nice.
Yeah.
Shut up, guys.
You're emo. Isn't that what the kids are calling it?
Yeah.
You're a goth.
Yeah, and that was an interesting bringing up. Yeah, I don't miss those days. But now she works. Now she does like Coburn's in Clearwater, so it's
So kind of the same thing.
kind of the same thing.
Uh-huh.
She's always got the tea for you anytime.
Where do you guys want to start in your relationship? Heather, did you grow up in Clear Lake, Clearwater too?
Yeah, we were actually neighbors, rode the bus together, and known each other since at least kindergarten.
Your mom just showed me first communion photographs with both of our faces in
Well,
there.
we both had the same teacher in kindergarten.
Yeah, we did.
And my mom thinks we may have even met before that, but I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, it's Clearwater.
knows?
I mean,
Yeah. Somebody played with somebody in a sandbox somewhere.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah, we actually lived like, 2 doors away from each other for a little while. Right after my parents got divorced. Yeah, that was the house my mom lived in the longest.
Yep.
We rode the bus together and everything. We shared headphones sometimes.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
So first impressions, who noticed whom first in kindergarten? Were you guys just like hanging out and
Didn't
sharing?
notice each other at all.
No, I mean, it was always just Rick.
Yeah.
Is, in my religion class.
Just Rick.
or on
Just
the bus.
Rick from religion.
Yeah, it's just
Rick from the bus.
Rick Skelton.
Just another dude.
Yeah, just
It was
hanging
just
out.
kind of like our little group on the bus, too, because, there was Sarah, for sure, Misty, Jamie.
All the little,
just our little group.
The kids from our age that kind of all hung out together. And
the misfits,
Yeah.
the misfit toys that all find each other.
Yep.
And
we all rode in the back of the bus and listened to System of a Down.
Yep. Shared headphones.
Yep.
Okay. So being that you've known each other your entire lives, and he's always just Rick, who's been a constant in your life, when was it like, I think he's more than just Rick. I think we're going to just call him Rick. Like, when did that happen?
Well, we kind of lost track of each other when we got our driver's license, didn't see each other on the bus anymore. He went to a different school. And senior year, right at the end of the year before prom, we ran into each other again.
It was kind of my mom's doing.
Well, yeah,
Yep, the hairstylist.
I didn't know that on my end, though.
Yeah.
So his mom had like the hair shop. It was a flower shop and tanning spot as well. So I was tanning in prep for prom, of course.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and we ran into each other, exchanged numbers, and it just kind of evolved from there.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom actually was like, hey, Heather's at Heather's at Subway. You should go ask her to prom because she seems like a nice girl. And I was like, I mean, yeah, she
love the energy that your mom is like this. Like, she is. If you would have said, guess what career my mom had? She's got a hairstylist energy
all the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I was like, she's into cars, and like her dad had the '67 Camaro that's now hers, and it's like, that's not nothing. Especially, I'm a car guy, so I was like,
so you're like, I might be if I marry into that, I can get my hands on that Camaro.
I was just like, at least we got something in common, there.
Sure.
And we used to kind of, hang out a little bit. So I went over and asked her to just kind of hang out, and then I think a couple of like half dates, I asked her to prom as more than friends.
Yes.
Okay.
And that was like our first official date.
So this was were getting ready for your prom. Did you have a date for prom? Or were you going stag?
No, I was going to go stag. A friend of mine, we're going to go together because we didn't have dates. But then, I don't know, we both wound up with dates at the last minute.
Okay. And so this other gentleman, did he have to?
No, a friend, a girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Okay. So so you didn't have to break any hearts.
No.
And, yeah.
Sorry,
didn't have
Rick
to fight
asked me.
anybody.
Screw you.
Okay. So Rick asked you to his prom because you guys were not in the same school at this point.
He didn't have prom.
I didn't have. I went to ALC, so
I see.
I did my packets and graduated early.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. So you can spend time sleeping in and.
Actually, I was working. I used to actually have to have a really good work ethic. I don't so much anymore.
Yeah, right.
But I own a business, so you have to. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're getting ready for prom, going over, doing the tanning, whatever. Mother-in-law is like, hey, there's that hot babe over there. Yeah, go over and chat her up. And so Rick's like, oh, all right, fine. Okay, so then you start hanging out more than friends, and then what? What's your post-high school relationship like?
We just evolved. I mean, we just kind of spent every moment that we didn't have something else going on together.
Yeah, kind of like those early relationships where you're watching movies and
Yeah, and shortly after that, I mean, I went to college just at SESU, was in the dorm and then got into an apartment after that, and just kind of he stopped leaving.
I just pretty much
started living there.
Pretty much her first actual apartment. I pretty much squatted there for the whole time, to the point where the landlord's like, "We need to get you on the lease."
Yeah.
And
you won't leave.
Yeah, so like he kind of forced. He didn't really force us, but he strongly recommended that we sign a lease together, and we ended up moving literally like across the driveway because he had two houses that shared the same driveway, and we moved literally across the driveway, and then we officially moved in together.
Sure.
But yeah, it was a whole year where I just didn't go home.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. You're like, can I get my mail here? Is that? Yeah.
Well, we were latchkey kids, so it's like my mom's like, you're still like, you're doing good. You're not doing drugs, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, she's like, okay, that's all we need to know.
She's like, you're still hanging out with that nice girl, Heather?
Yep.
Cool. Which obviously it's nice that she gave you the stamp of approval right away. So then you're like, okay, cool. So do you get along with his mom?
Yeah. Yep. And knowing him my whole childhood, I knew her as well.
Yeah.
I went to her for getting my hair cut. I think there was even like homecoming, I had her do my hair for the homecoming dance. Just stuff like that. So known her for quite a while too.
Yeah. My dad was quite the character. Everybody's really aware of that too. So we all knew who each other were, and yeah. I mean, it was.
And friend groups had already overlapped, and so it was like. So was everybody when you were like, "Hey, so do you guys remember Rick? He's my boyfriend." They're like, "Cool, finally!" Like, "Yep, that's awesome. We get to hang out with Rick again."
They're like,
kind of, yeah.
Really, Rick Skelton and Heather Klein. Interesting. Okay, whatever. It is kind of weird.
Yeah.
I mean, we were pretty different back then.
Yeah.
I mean, I was pretty different back then.
Like she was president of the SAD council, and I was, out smoking weed behind the school. I mean, it was. Yeah.
Sure.
I pubesced pretty hard, so I got real anti-authoritarian.
Yeah.
In
you
high
raged
school.
against the machine.
I did pretty hard. Yeah. And she was like,
she's like, I'm the machine, and
like, I work at Target, and I'm like, I work at the camera shop. Evil.
Yeah. I'm a small businessman.
Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Opposites attract, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it works.
You were like, this woman can put me on the right side of the tracks if I just stick with it.
I think we both kind of pulled each other onto the tracks, really.
Oh, okay.
I successfully corrupted her enough.
Yep.
And then she made me responsible enough to like, run a business and raise children. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's worked out.
Yeah. She's like, I'm the machine, you're raging against the machine. Can we both just find the happy medium and like sometimes fight the machine?
Yeah. That's kind of, so yeah, now we just hang out and sell t-shirts.
Yeah. Okay. So how long have you, like, we're not counting kindergarten and we're not counting sharing headphones, like from prom to now, like how long have you guys been together?
That's 21 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so is this like first serious relationship for both of you?
No, I had a longer relationship before that, and not much. I mean, it was just like the one.
Yeah, I mean, a serious relationship at 18 is one that lasts, what, 2-3 years?
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe.
I had one, and she kind of had one, and then they both didn't work out. And
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it was the first serious one because it's the one that's gone the longest in
Yeah.
that respect.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Okay. So then has it been 21 straight years the entire time?
Yep.
Wow. So you found the one and you were like, yeah, that's
Done.
Yeah, we can't let hairstylist mom down. We gotta stick this out.
it was just, that she puts up with, and we've accepted each other for each other's,
Yeah.
and we respect each other enough to speak up when something needs to be said. It's not the words so much; it's the intention behind them. So I mean, sometimes you just need to, hey, you're being off, like you need to off right now. And it's not that you're saying it out of hate, even though it sounds like a evil word and everybody gets all scared. But it's like, no, it's just sometimes if you can't be deadly honest with your spouse, then who the hell can you be deadly honest with?
Yes, which is true. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so you've been together 21 years. How long have you been married for?
16.
Okay, so you were in your early 20s when you got married. Okay.
23. Yeah.
So how did you propose? Who proposed?
I did.
Kinda.
Yeah, I actually talked to my dad about it, and he put his Buell. It was still a Harley Buell at that time, but he had it. That was like his baby, and he put a lien on that so I could get a loan on the engagement ring.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, that was because that was like, I mean, I literally have the engine from that tattooed because that was like the only thing in his life that he
loved more than you.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that was the third child.
Yeah.
And so he put a loan on that, and then I got a ring, and I mean, it wasn't the most romantic.
No,
proposal,
before that talk with your dad, you said, "Well, I suppose I should get you a ring soon, huh?" And I was like, "That's so romantic." Yes. Okay,
Let's
go
that
look.
every girl wants to hear.
But by then, 5 years in, I realized Rick's not very romantic, so I'm not gonna.
Right.
See, that's again, you got to accept some people, from somebody,
Yeah.
Sorry.
It is like, I think the worst thing that you can do in any kind of scenario is to build something up in your head. Like, you're gonna, if you were like over here expecting Rick to be this like big hopeless romantic and sweep you off your feet or whatever, then you're forever going to be disappointed. But if you can if you're okay with the version of Rick that shows up and he's like, yeah, I'll be here, I'll get you a ring, I'm just Rick, I'll just be here,
And I think after he got it too, he hid it. And I was like, well, where the hell is the ring? And he's like, well, I was going to do something. I'm like, oh, why 4? Like, let's just go. Come on.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I know you have it. It's not on my hand and I want it there.
Yep. I want my sparkly. Give it to me.
Yes. Yes. Which I noticed you're not wearing your
no,
sparkly. So.
Life. And so I got the tattoo instead for now.
Yeah. So what does the tattoo mean?
It's a rune symbol for protection of family and marriage.
Ah, okay. I love that. You get your this engagement of just okay, put the ring on my hand and let's just live our lives.
Much. Yeah.
Okay. So then what was the wedding like? Did you guys, I mean, because early 20s, you don't have a ton of money, but you've got a ton of friends and you've got
a single child.
Right.
Yes.
I'm a single child.
Okay.
So my parents,
they were paying for that wedding
money.
for a long time.
Yeah. But it was a damn good wedding. It was fun. People talked about it for a very long time afterwards.
That's what you want. If you're going to spend a bunch of money to throw a party, you want it to be a good party.
And it was good.
Over the top. I mean, it was. It's still brought up when I talk to friends. The friends you talk to once a year kind of thing. They're like, remember, when I passed out because I was counting the stars. Like, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
One of my good friends at the time, like, he was a big linebacker-looking built guy, and he was 17. He got so drunk he forgot where he was and why he was there, and drove home. On the social hour.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was,
I know.
Yeah.
You didn't even make it to the dinner.
Like, dude, you should have called the cab. He's like, I just panicked and I left.
They were serving him
panicked
too
and I
because he looked like a 30-year-old man.
That's my son too. He's 18 and he could have been. Have been times for two things happen when he and I go out together. Number one, everybody assumes that I'm his girlfriend. Right. And number two, everybody assumes that they should pour him a glass of something, beer or bourbon or whatever. And he truly, I'm like, you don't even need a fake ID. You could just go. And he's like, but he's the most honest. He's the machine. He's the most honest. He's like, I have to be honest about stuff. And it's like that. I am so glad that you didn't take the Rick Skelton way and just decided to.
I didn't go too bad though. I mean, I didn't end up in like juvie or nothing. So I mean, it was just the little seeds of chaos that you could sow. Yes. Those are my favorite.
Yes, small seeds of chaos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Still to this day.
Yes.
You saying the word chaos reminded me. I think, did we talk about it at one of the podcasts, what my email address was? Yes. Oh, yeah. Yes. So my first email address, and we are of the age that we got to pick the first email addresses.
Yes, like we didn't have all these numbers.
No.
Yeah.
So my first email address was chaoscommittee911@hotmail.com. What was my sister's was Pixie Fairy, like something whatever, which it's like when you have to go out into the world and be like, I'm sexy kitty 6969. Like you're like, I swear I'm an adult and you have to put this on like applications.
Yeah.
What were your email addresses? Do you remember any?
I can't remember sketchy? The full, but I think there was like Hottie in there somewhere, and it was Hotmail.
Of course, it was.
I don't remember like the full thing though.
My first AOL handle was Wicca Boy.
Yep. I love it
because I was, the best thing you could say to a staunch religious, Christian household is that you're practicing witchcraft. So I went hard into that. Mm-hmm. And then I used PhotoEye0, which was one that I have. I mean, it's still my address, but I had to, now I have the business address so I can, but it's like I'm applying for my like ham radio license and they're like, what's a good email for you? And I was like, PhotoEye0. I'm like, never mind. Like, so now I use just the Imprint Apparel Gmail one for a lot of that kind of stuff.
I think
it just sounds more
that's
familiar.
the ultimate millennial like coming of age where you had to relinquish your like first email address to get a professional email address. It hurts getting old.
It
really you no longer get to be like pink hair hottie. No.
I wish I could remember what it was, but it'd be good to know.
Okay, so you guys get married. You've got this giant celebration, living your best life.
Yep.
Okay, highlights from the wedding that you can remember?
Another friend was laying outside looking up at the stars and passed out. We had friends jumping in the pool.
Your bridal attendant went in a rented dress, didn't she?
No, it wasn't rented.
Okay.
That was hers. And then they went in the sauna, and Christina messed up the camera on her phone forever from then.
My dad fell off the roof and broke both his legs pretty severely.
Good God.
Years ago. This was before even Heather was like before we were even like really dating.
Okay.
So I mean, to the viewer, I'm sure that sounds traumatic, but it was old news by that time. But he danced. So he was on the dance floor all night. I do not know. I mean, how
he had those new legs. He had brand new legs.
His legs were fused. He had no ankle movement. One leg was like 2 inches shorter than the other. Like it was.
Wow.
He fell off 2 stories and compound fractured both his. And he was out dancing like it was the freaking 80s again. It was
like
so
he
bonkers.
didn't have a traumatic leg injury. Yeah.
Like I don't even know how he got up and walked around the next day.
Wow.
And then he's claiming to me up and down until the day he died that he was not drunk. And I was like, you handle your booze like I do, and I was hammered. Like we crawled to our bed, like our bedroom.
Yeah, I think we were sitting outside because they were like getting dressed. Like the 2 groomsmen were getting dressed, but they're putting out all the that you put out in the bridal suite. But we were just like laying there, like, oh fuck, like I'm so over this right now.
I think we got in the hot tub and fell asleep, and then crawled in bed, and that was it.
Yeah, that was your wild wedding night. Yeah, wow.
And we went
to the aftermath.
Jamaican holiday, the
Jamaica.
Jamaica sandals thing, which I'm glad we did, but God, there's no way we could afford to do it now.
Yeah.
But you're gonna do sandals, like don't waste the time going to Jamaica. Like if there's a sandals in Texas, you're not gonna be able to tell the difference.
Okay, that's good advice.
Maybe just the excursions.
Yeah. There's a few of those that might be
a little bit of a different accent.
Yeah. Like I had way more fun like on the bus ride to the place because you get to see all the life that is.
Yeah.
Wow,
but the way they drive, oh my God.
I love the way they drive over there.
Islanders drive different.
Yeah.
That when I was in St. Thomas, you're just like, you're on the opposite side of the road and they whip around corners and you're just like, there could have been a goat there, a human being.
But the way that they pass people, even in that big ass bus, I was like, oh my God.
It's
wild.
Like barely wide enough for the bus and they're passing you going 20 over.
Yeah. Yeah. But they do it every day. They do it all day, every day.
No plates in their cars or nothing.
Yep.
Like it's just, what are you going to do about it?
We were walking. So I thought I was like, I'm frugal. And so we went going on vacation to St. Thomas. I was like, well, we're like, it's a tiny island. So anywhere we need to go, we can walk. But like, it's a tiny island with a mountain in between. So anything that you're walking, you have to walk for like, it's like 4 hours. Like we plotted it out. So we took a bus from the airport somewhere and they charge per person. So it was like, I think taking a taxi, they charge per person. So I was like, this is a lot of money every time we get in. So we're going to make the most of it. And when we got to where we were going, I was like, okay, we're walking to our Airbnb. First of all, like the road, nobody knows road. There are no road names on these islands. So that you just have to say like what area you're going to. But even then I was like, we can walk. And we were walking up this like mountainous, windy road. Cars were whipping by us and we're just a train of like children and like walking along. The cops pulled over and they were like, where are you going? And I was like, oh, we're just walking to our Airbnb. And they were like, get in the car. Like the cops pulled us over and was like, we're taking you for safety. I can't have Americans being plastered all over the road.
Americans.
Yes, because you're walking the mountain. It was,
It's only a block away. It's just 4,000 feet up.
Yeah, up and then back down. Yeah, we rented a car after that. And then it was like, okay, you get real used to driving like a maniac. So
see, I love that. That's my favorite. Mm-hmm. Like just drive with purpose, pay attention.
Yes.
I'd rather have that than the crap we deal with.
Yeah, absolutely. Nana, who's out for a Sunday afternoon drive.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could go on for hours about that.
Yeah, but that's for our other podcast, the driving podcast.
Yeah,
How to Drive with Rick Skelton.
Right?
Yeah,
I'll start that. It'll just be me for an hour yelling at folks. Actually, she's way worse than that.
I mean, everyone has to pass a test, but some people,
Oh, they just forget it instantly.
Cars are the only deadly machine you only have to pass a test once.
Yeah.
I mean,
ever, and then you forever get to drive it.
Yeah, it's good for 90 years. I mean, I have a ham radio license, and that's only 20 years or 10 years.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's actually a really good point.
Like, I didn't even know that it expired. Luckily, I just found out about it, so I have to figure out how to renew it.
Yeah,
for the race that we do. But, yeah.
So speaking of cars, you guys have. That was obviously a thing that you had connected on early on in your relationship. Okay, so talk about the cars of the Skelton household, and what are the car loves of your life?
Well, I have like I said, a 1967 Camaro. So my dad got it before I was born.
Okay.
Apparently it was where they traded a vehicle and the guy also gave my dad money. And so he fixed it up and it's just been kind of a staple of my life in my childhood.
Was it in our wedding photos?
Yeah, it was in our wedding photos. It was in my senior photos. I think homecoming at one point, it was in those photos. Mm-hmm. And when I was younger, my dad kind of stepped on it when I was really little. And I said, oh, vroom car, daddy go fast. And that's the name of the car is now vroom car.
Yep.
And I always said, Dad, you better promise me that you're going to give me this car someday. And he said, yep, I will. And he followed through on it. So I think it was after we bought the house for sure. But I think I was about 25 or 26 when I got it. You
were well out of those, crazy driver years.
Yeah.
What is it, 25 when the insurance
goes down?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So no, I've had it.
I've had a bunch of cars. I mean.
Yeah. We both have.
Yeah. I just sold my Beetle and my Festiva. And then I bought a Japanese Mazda that is like right-hand drive and the whole works. And
sure.
It was kind of like my holy grail car growing up. Well, it's the holy grail car I could afford. The turbo all-wheel drive ones are big bucks. So
sure.
Well, and that generation of Mazda was even a big staple. In
that was a big staple of like me and my dad. We used to race them back in the old days. I mean, this was back in the late 90s, early 2000s when you could get like the Ford Escorts for free, and they were the same chassis. So we had, I cobbled one together. We called it the Wagonator. It was a It was like a 92 Escort wagon with like a VIN out of a 96 because that one had ABS, so I got cheaper insurance.
Sure.
So I illegally titled it as the wrong car, put a Mazda 1.8
Rage
liter.
Against the Machine.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, literally, I threw it together with a tow truck boom to drop the engine in it the night before we needed to go work this race that we've been working since we were kids. And yeah, I put it together that night. We put 500 miles on it.
Yeah.
And all that crapped out of it was a clutch master cylinder. And my dad, I think I spent $50 on it, and my dad gave me $60 to pay me back. So I made $10 off this car.
Wow.
And I drove that car for years after. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
You just didn't care.
Yeah, when you have a car that you know is going to work and you don't, it's like, go ahead, run the red light. I'll just hit you.
I can do anything in this thing. It's a tank.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and I've had a lot of those cars. Those were huge back in Dale's day. I had one with a big old turbo on it that damn near caused our divorce because every time I floored it, it blew up, and trying to forward life. And then kids came along, got rid of all the fun cars, and then
I had to get a van.
well, that was with one. I had a Subaru Outback.
Okay.
But I mean, even that was 2 bumpers and lifted and big tires on it. And
Well, yeah,
I've always had
Life
something.
stock.
Like the worst thing in the world to me is like walking out to a parking lot and not knowing which car is yours.
Yeah.
Like I can't handle that.
What an interesting, the worst thing that could happen to me is to just be a Subaru and see a Subaru.
Yeah, no way in hell. Like I don't want to do that. So I've always had unique.
Just got to be different.
Yeah. Then I had a 70 Beetle for a little while. That one was hard to sell.
I think I saw that Beetle. Yes.
Yeah, I used to drive that thing everywhere. I mean,
Yes. And that was how, so I met Rick through Chamber and then met you, Heather, through Rick through Chamber. So, and being a part of the business community, I had an inkling that I maybe wanted a Beetle like years and years and years ago. It was one of those things where I didn't realize that this is something that I wanted until I saw it. And then I was like, oh, I got to have that. And so this was, I don't remember what color. I think it was a green, like a grass green Beetle. I was going around with a friend and we were hitting garage sales and I saw that and it was green Beetle, vintage Beetle, $10,000. And I was like, oh my God, I have $10,000 in my bank account. You're telling me that I could have this? And of all the people on the planet, she is the friend who you would think she's the Rage Against the Machine friend of do whatever you want. You've got this. When I got a divorce, I could have been Ashley Awesome because you can change your name to whatever you want. And she was the friend who was like, let's play that out for a second. And I'm like, you are not the person that I thought would be the let's play that out.
You're not my common sense person.
No, you're not supposed to be, but you are. So I'm not Ashley Awesome. I went back to Ashley Green and I could have had a green Beetle. And she was like, yeah, but is that $10,000 going to be suited for, is that the best use of this money?
Way overpriced.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to know that because I could have been driving this thing around for $10,000 and had no money and my kids would have had no food. And I don't know that they even would have been able to legally ride in it with car seats. I don't know.
Yeah, they may not fit in the back of that.
Car seats are your thing. I don't know.
Probably not.
I don't know. That was when I first was like, I think I need a Beetle. Actually, if we go back even further, everybody who was alive, and if you're a millennial and you watched the movies of the early to mid 2000s, all the hot girls were cruising around in the little millennial Beetles. Yep. So that was really where my love affair started. Then I saw the vintage Beetle that I could have for $10,000 because I had $10,000. Didn't do that. And then kind of forgot about it. Saw your Beetle. Then we started talking about it. Then I started looking up Beetles and I was like, damn it. I could really have a Beetle. Didn't buy a Beetle, but now my daughter, that was her love affair car was she wanted a yellow Beetle. We couldn't find a yellow Beetle. We found a green Beetle. She had to settle. So now I have a green Beetle that is like a millennial. It's like a millennial hot girl Beetle. Yeah. And I am no longer the early 2000s hot girl that wanted to be in a Beetle. So now I have to drive it like an adult woman that's ugh. I hate this cutesy car that people are actually mean to Beetle drivers on the road.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they were the first Prius drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you were especially coming from the air-cooled world and then you're you're automatically better than them.
Yeah.
And then they try to hang out with you and I'm just like, go away, peasant. Your water-cooled Volkswagen.
Yeah. And people are like, I didn't realize that we needed to make that into a hierarchy, but thanks, Rick.
I don't even try to subscribe to it. It's also the people, they're just not the people that normally think they're not ones I want to talk to anyways. I'm just like, I already have enough friends. Like,
not out here looking
try
for
to be
new...
friends with me because I have a cooler car than you. Like, no.
Don't need that.
I don't need that.
Rage Against the Machine, baby.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just being an ass.
Well,
sorry.
Yeah, that's a given.
I'm sorry that my words offended you. I'm not sorry that I offended you. That's
So you have this. You got rid of your Beetle because you had to be a responsible adult. And
no, actually, I got that Beetle I bought in spite of being a responsible adult. I actually bought that with money that I got. I flipped a car, so I got one that was like I bought it for $500. Needed a motor, put a motor in it, sold it for $2,000, whatever. I do that every once in a while. Mm-hmm. And the plan was to keep rolling that money forward, and then same thing with the car I have now. I just kind of happened upon it. And I was at lunch doing Facebook Marketplace and found that one, and I was like, I sent it to Heather, and I was like, what do you think about that? She's like, well, we're supposed to like roll that money forward and kind of turn it into a side hustle. I'm like, yeah, but I've always wanted one of these, and this thing is like so clean, and like we got a little bit of history with air cools from like way back. My grandpa had a whole bunch of them growing up, and I was like, I gotta have it.
Yeah, it was also
wasn't it like on the anniversary of my dad's death or something? It was
shortly after your dad died, and I think the initial money that bought that first car that was broke down was what was left over from your dad after all the expenses were paid.
Yeah.
And so that bug coming up for sale is like, okay, the money's got to go to that.
Yeah. So that was going to be my forever car. And then I found the other one that I just, again, scrolling Marketplace, 10:30 at night, whatever, I get a few minutes before bed, and so I was scrolling Marketplace, and then I found the Japanese version of the cars my dad and I used to ride around in and screw around with, and I was like, the universe and the way it works out. So it's like, and then I looked at the price, and I was like, she can afford that?
Yeah.
If I sell the Bug, sell this Festiva that I had, like, I could do this. And so, yeah, now I have a Japanese shitbox that, it's got almost no miles on it, and it's way cleaner than anything I've ever owned before, which I'm still up in the air about, because I'm not used to having nice cars. I'm used to having, rusty old junk, or even like the old Bug that I had was just a rusty old slammed out Bug. I'd let the kids like at car shows go run around in it.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, get your feet off the seats.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. You're gonna mess this up.
I can't afford. There is no replacing this interior.
Right. Right. Yeah. Truly, in something like that, it's like, which one of you is gonna relinquish a kidney?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you got to go like learn Japanese to find any parts for it, because like they didn't make that car, and there's the interior that's in it did not ever come to the U.S.
Wow.
So I was like, yeah, that's been my hardest issue with that. But it's car things. We got to get hers back on the road, but with kids and business car? And the vroom car's been sitting under a tarp for a little while, but it's inside, and someday I'm trying to talk her into upgrading it, throwing an LS in there, and just making it party a little bit, putting the auto or putting the manual back in it.
I want the manual back in before anything.
Yeah, her old man put an auto in it because he thought she would prefer an auto.
Oh. Well, he also told me that he did that because he kept getting in trouble with it. So I'm not sure how this fixed it, but he kept the same big motor in it. So
right.
It's got the hot cam and heads and all that crap. Yeah, it's like, okay, so you put an auto in it because you wanted to drag race a little more efficiently.
Yeah, but if we say that we did it for the girl, then it's like,
if you justify it to the missus that way, then they'll let you spend a little more money on it.
Yeah. Well, this is going to be Heather's car, so we have to do something for Heather.
Yeah. And now Heather wants it back to a manual.
Yes. I love driving manuals, and it is something that like you're a better driver when you have to drive a manual. You know,
that was like the prerequisite for my first car. Like, like I will buy you your first car, but it has to be a manual. I was like, oh, Dad, that's so dumb.
Yeah.
And now over here, like, give me the gear. Like,
I appreciate it. Yeah.
You get bored. You get home and you're like, how did I get here?
Yes, because your brain shuts off and you're like, did I do anything to get
hopefully
here?
there's no small children in my way, because I was checked out the whole way home.
Yeah, just in. Okay, turn car off, get out.
Yep.
Well, speaking of small children, so you guys have been together for 21 years. You've been married for 16 years.
Skip over all that.
Yeah, this again isn't our car podcast.
Sorry, I have a tendency to do that. Sorry.
I was gonna say, is that for the ADHD brain, is all the clutter on my table gonna be too derailing?
No, that's the clutter's. I can handle clutter as long as it's not mine.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. It's
I don't know if it's the tism that I can just be like, that's not my problem. I can just ignore it.
Yes. So you have children. So how old is your oldest?
10.
10. Okay. So you have had, at that point, you had 11 years of being together, being without, it's just the two of you. So what was the, like, let's have kids, we're ready to have kids, or was it like, oops, we're having a kid?
We actually tried for 5 years for the first one. I think it was around Christmas. We were like, let's try. I think it was Christmas after we got married.
I think it was a year or two after we got married. No, it was like a year.
I don't remember.
Something, I don't know.
Whatever, 5 years, the math adds up. I don't feel like doing that right now.
Right.
But yeah, so took a while, and we just kind of, we went through some fertility stuff, not like the big guns, couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
And eventually we just kind of stopped.
Well, they kept giving you that med that made you just
fucking crazy.
Bananas. Like, I'd get home 10 minutes late from work, and she'd be like, "You're cheating on me." I'm like, "This is not. It's not you."
No. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
And so then we just resigned to be
dog parents,
and we started fostering dogs, and we were just like, we're just going to be the dog fosters. And then
and then we were going to go to a concert with some friends, and I'm like, you know what, I have a pregnancy test, I should just double check, just clear mind.
Did you have any kind of symptoms or anything, or you were just...
No, I thought I was just going to do it just to clear my mind.
Sure.
And it came up positive, and so I was like, well, is that one expired? Like, that can't be right.
Now I have to do more digging in this.
And I think it was actually a digital, and digitals were kind of newer.
Okay.
I think, because it came for free in something, like in another pack of 2 or something. I don't know. It was something like that. So I'm like, I need to go to Target because I need to get another test before Rick gets home, because I want to take it before he gets there, and then I want to buy him like a little gift to tell him. And so I took it, and it was still very positive. And I think it was just a gift of like little binkies.
It was two little nooks.
Yeah. And
Came home to that, and
so you came home. Was it all in a bag, or was it just like
she just had it like sitting on the counter with a bow on it? I think it was like a little bow on it, and then the pregnancy test next to it. And I was like, I wasn't ready for that. We had given up on that. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, all right, change that direction again.
It really changed. Like, just even finding out that I was going to be a dad, or the potential, was like, all right, well, I'm done with these dogs. Like, you're just immediately over it. Like, they were the most important thing to me.
You were a consolation prize? Yeah. I don't want you
I would have taken a bullet for you 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Now, get the hell out of here. I'm
finding a bullet for you. I got something else to make room for.
It's so crazy, just the flip.
Yeah. Okay. So that was child number one. Which is a girl. And her name?
Harper.
And then how long after that before? Because you've had 2 pregnancies that produced 3 children.
Yes.
So,
So she was 2.
2.5.
Yeah. And I'm an only child. He has 1 brother. And my whole childhood was like, I want a sibling. And I see some of my cousins now, when they're older as adults, like they have good relationships with their siblings. And I'm like, I really want that for my kid. I don't know that I want that single child life for her.
Yeah.
And he felt the opposite.
I was just like, are you sure? Like,
they'll get into some stuff.
They'll get into
you're going to fight. It's going to make our life harder.
Right? And my brother and I bought. Like, the neighbors would come over, and like,
and how close in age are you?
We're 2 years apart.
Okay.
And like, we would beat the shit out of each other. I'm like, I don't know that you're ready for that. Like, I'm not really ready for that. But eventually, after talking about it quite a while, he agreed, and I immediately got pregnant.
Wow.
After that conversation.
Yeah, like, it was not weeks. The next. Yeah, it was not. She didn't make a next cycle. Like, it was immediately after.
Wow.
And I went in for a 7-week ultrasound just to do the dating and stuff. You're like, yep, baby looks good. We're all good. Okay, cool. So we go to the 20-week ultrasound, and it looked different, and we're like, what the hell? We were both like separately thinking, like, this isn't right. She's really quiet.
Oh, yeah.
I remember there being more fluid in their last time, and
they're just packed.
What the hell's going on?
I've only ever seen one before, but this just doesn't look the same.
And eventually she goes, you had an early ultrasound, right? And I said, yeah. And she's like, how many were there?
I was like, how many are there now?
do you mean how many were there? One. And she's like, well, you're actually having twins.
Ooh, yeah.
And so she went through the whole thing of they share placenta, but they have their own sacs, thankfully, so they'll
that is
not get wrapped up.
Is that
monodi?
Okay, so what does that mean in the twin world?
So they are identical because they share that placenta.
Okay.
If they didn't have their own sacs, then they can get entangled.
Got it.
And it's a lot scarier. So
okay.
It's like the best kind of identical twin to have.
Okay.
Well, they can completely split where they have their own placentas.
Oh.
But ours did not, and so they shared a placenta, so that was still scary.
And what does that mean in terms of like the pregnancy? Are you like they're sharing the nutrients?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
so you can have one that takes more than the other.
Okay.
So I had to go like it was weekly appointments. I was in for I had so many ultrasounds because they want to make sure that the cord was still good.
Ultrasounds became not even newsworthy in the house.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, oh yeah, I got a doctor's appointment today.
And I also had a velamentous cord insertion, which means they went into the side of the placenta and the 3 like veins or whatever that are inside of it were exposed.
Okay.
They didn't have like that kind of sheath over it at the very end.
Okay.
And so
on both
cords.
babies. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Which would mean what kind of complication potentially?
If they could pull it out easily.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, and bleed
so
out.
yes,
all that kind of fun stuff.
baby messing around and being all weird in there, and then
and
they could
bleed out.
literally pull
Yeah.
So they would both, because they share the placenta, so they're sharing the same.
But me too, because
my god.
Yeah, it got real heavy.
Yeah.
And then
and so it was like we're doing a C-section. I'm not even.
Which, like, getting to know your twins and the tiny demon babies that they are.
Yeah.
The fact that they were like, we literally
From the
hold your
beginning.
life in our hands.
From the beginning.
Woman. Yeah.
They have been interesting from the beginning.
They allowed you to continue living.
Okay, so there was all of this, and then towards the end, they're like, their heads are really big, and we don't like how big they are.
Okay.
He's got a huge head. So we're both like, I don't know.
Harper did
too.
Okay.
I'm not sure that I'm worried about
like 98th percentile on the baby chart.
Yeah. So they're already concerned. The kids are born, and they thought one of them had seizure-like activity.
Oh, God.
So then there's MRIs, EKGs, like all of it going on while we're still in the hospital.
Well, not to mention they cut your due date by 3 weeks.
Yeah, so I had to, they were still okay.
They were still fine, but it was still...
One of them, Willow, swallowed fluid, so they were worried she was going to the NICU while we were in the OR.
So this is during labor?
During all of it, the whole hospital thing.
Okay.
And Sienna wasn't regulating her temperature, so she was in like the little incubator thing for a while.
They all stayed out of the NICU, just barely, but they all...
But that's been our life with them. Like, it's just constantly...
Something.
Yeah.
Neurologist. But they officially were diagnosed with Dandy Walker variant, which I still don't understand, and a lot of doctors really don't. But it affects the gray matter in the brain, and it can lead to like a waterhead baby.
Okay.
And so they were concerned about that with the girls because their heads were so big, like 99 plus.
Okay.
On the they're
like
and everything.
They're like 4% for height, 99% for head. Like they are short.
They're walking Funko Pops.
Yeah.
They are. And I'm like, well, clearly they haven't seen my family tree, because like I wear a 7.5 deep fit hat. I go into the hat store and they're like, what? Like,
you're like, it's gonna have to be custom made for me.
Yeah.
Like, I get like one hat.
Amazing when we went to the neurologist though, because we're like, but him and his family, big heads.
Right.
And he's like, okay, well, let me measure his head. And he takes the measurement. He's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not as concerned anymore.
So this is normal baby. Yeah. Normal skeleton baby head size.
And
he only had like a lady. He only had like the woman's chart, and I was off the woman's chart.
But like quite a bit.
Like by a lot.
More than you should have
And even he was just like, oh. Okay.
I guess now that I'm looking at you, I'm like, I guess I don't, like, you don't look like you have a big head.
I fit it well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Proportional.
Yeah, you grew into your head.
I did. Yeah, you look at my baby pictures and it's like, I had a lot of bumps and bruises on my head.
Yeah.
I had stitches in my head all the time because
you're top heavy.
It gets away from you.
You wobble like a weeble.
Yep.
Yeah.
Our kids were the same way.
Yep. Willow had a broken collarbone already.
Good God.
Yeah. That head gets away from you and you can't catch up to it. Like, sorry, kid. Like, this is life now.
Yeah. You're going to have a really strong neck, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was actually a thing we used to fight about when we were just dating, is because, like, I'd turn or I'd accelerate and she's like doing this. And I'm like, what are you, a bobblehead. Like, hold your neck muscles.
Yes. She's like, I have never had to work my neck out to survive.
Sorry.
So yeah, they're big-headed, cute kids with fiery red hair, and they have the fiery red attitude to.
We were not expecting, well, obviously twins, but we were not expecting red hair either.
Yes.
Because Harper's the blondie.
Yeah, and the red hair is still a big shocker because she has some cousins with darker red hair.
Yeah.
These kids have fire red hair with a little bit of blonde. I can't find any red hair in any of my genealogical background.
Wow.
The beard did come in during COVID a little bit red. Yeah. So that's about it.
Yeah.
Because
it's a deep recessive gene.
It must, and it has to be because both parents have to have a recessive copy of the gene. They are my children. They look at.
Yes.
They are.
Right they are.
They are definitely my children, but they are freaking redheads. Like they are red.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. There's been divorces filed because.
Yeah.
Dad doesn't believe that.
Yeah.
It's like, yep, yeah.
Yeah, they're yours.
Yeah. So I have identical redheads, which is not something I'd ever thought I'd ever have to say.
Or 3 little girls.
Or 3 little girls.
Yes. Yeah, when you had decided that you were going to be foster dog parents and that was it.
Yep.
And then
just going to be, what do they call it? Dick, dual income, one.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember.
I don't remember
dual income.
No kids or
no
something?
kids? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, dinks. You're
dinks.
dinks.
Yes.
Yep, you were going to be dinks.
We were just going to do it that way. And then, yeah, now I have 3 kids and live with the in-laws and I'm trying to build a business from nothing.
Yes.
It's just like where life takes you. And
yeah, it's been crazy.
It's definitely, we couldn't have done what we've done separately.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we joke a lot of the time that we're together we make a whole person.
A whole adult.
A whole adult.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because I excel at, keeping okay, sometimes you just need to calm down. Mm-hmm. She's like, no, we got to do it now. I'm like, Okay, fine.
Yeah,
like,
got to get to work.
She's the one that can pay the bills because she can remember to do that. And I'm like, huh? What?
We got to pay bills?
Like, we got to do that?
This big old head and nothing else.
Right. Well, I'm also the one that my car's making a weird noise. Like, okay. Yeah, I have, that kind of skill set. I'm the one that, I'm out growing the business. I'm out.
Yep.
I did all of the work in our shop myself. And that's where my specialty is. So I'm not totally useless.
Right. And you did grow a business to then be able to support the both of you working in it. There was a need for that. And for it to come out of like a little warehouse space into now having like retail hours and all of that. So
that's been really weird to get used to. Still not quite there yet.
Yeah. And to be, a parking lot away from Bravo Burritos, who was wearing your shirt on the podcast.
Yes.
When they were on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We eat there a lot.
Maybe it's not so good that we're that close.
Yeah. Well, it's nice. You get 2 meals out of it every time.
That's true. Man. Yeah, that is true. The twins are fine. It was a lot of just kind of everyone was freaking out about, turns out nothing.
Yep. Everything's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I still never, this seizure activity, I don't know. Like I almost even forgot about it. Like to me that happened such a long time ago.
Well, the whole, for sure, first year of their lives, I don't really remember them either.
Yeah. That first
and
year.
I don't really remember the hospital because I was so up on the meds they gave me.
Oh yeah. She had, was it preeclampsia they call it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so she was all dosed up on magnesium because her blood pressure was through the roof, and I'm sitting here wiping meconium off of 2 little girls' asses. Like, where did this go? Like, what the hell happened?
My wife is possibly going to die potentially. Her body is going to explode, and
right. It was weird. It was a weird time.
Yeah, it was.
Wow. And now here you are.
Yeah.
And we get to see the, what do you call them? The copy. I
called them the reprints.
Yeah. Yep. The reprints on the printer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like you look at baby pictures of all 3 kids, and it's like, you guys.
Yeah, we made one. Type of
we
baby.
made one look. Just 3 different ways.
And luckily, it's a good look. It would be a real bummer if you had 3 that you were like, Dad, and these 2 are the same. Yeah.
Like, they're 3 cute kids. They're not 3 Quasimodos, so thankfully they got something going for them.
And one of the twins was in here with you the last time you were in here. I think so.
And I think that was Harper that was in here last time.
Oh no, you're right. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And she took me for damn near everything I had. I think I gave her a lot of free shit.
You did, and I'm even like, stop it. But it was like her birthday.
But she just like looks at you, and you're like, what else can I give you?
She takes after him.
I'm pretty pretty good at that too.
Yeah, man. And there's a soccer born every minute, and that minute it was me.
She's good at it.
She's
the
really
shit
good.
She comes home with sometimes, like, where did this come? My friend gave it to me. Why? Oh, well, I just want to give it to you.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because she's a person who she walks around and people are just, she doesn't have to do anything.
I'm trying to teach her to like weaponize
use her
that.
power.
Like, use that.
Yeah, yes.
People, like, you are a cute kid and you know it and you can walk into the room and run it.
Yeah.
Use it.
Yep. Yeah. Rage against the machine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then we just have the twins where, you know,
they're just the
world on
rage.
fire.
She
They're
can be
the
the
rage.
machine and they're the rage.
Yep.
Yeah.
like, we don't have to worry about like anybody scorning anybody. You know, if a boy ever scorns one of my children, Willow will burn down his house.
Yeah.
Like,
they're waiting for something to pop off.
They're ready.
Especially the middle child, the first twin.
Sienna's
getting there.
No. Because
Sienna holds a grudge though.
we recently
She can
let
heal
them
in hell.
watch.
Yeah.
We were talking about Die Hard
Oh,
for
yeah,
some
we're watching
reason
Die Hard.
and wanted to watch it. And every once in a while, we let the kids stay up late and watch a movie. And we're like, well, let's do Die Hard. Why not?
Yeah.
Because we're weird parents like that.
Why
and
not?
Let's let our kids watch it. Sienna was so into like the killing and the blood. She's like, oh, she's got a knife. He's gonna stab him. Like, I'm like, oh.
Yeah. What have we
What
done?
are we
We've
doing with
created a
this one?
monster.
Or when we were doing construction and she's just going after it with that hammer, and she got so into it that one point she stopped and turned, spit, and I was like, oof.
Yeah, just
And then went back to
You got some energy to get out here, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were ripping out 3 walls, so there was like 2 different rooms, and eventually I was like, all right, the 2 of you, like, let's just get over into this side.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's
let
let
her
her
work
do
that out.
what she
She's gonna
needs.
hurt. Yeah, she's got some stuff to work
Yeah.
out.
She's like 7 years old with like a little tack hammer, and she made it through the wall,
Yep.
like 2 layers of drywall, and was just like sweating and just, and I was like,
Kind of more 4 layers of drywall.
yeah, it was like 4 layers because the way they did the drywall on a stupid hot spot. But yeah, it was. I was exhausted, and she's just like, "Let's go!"
Yeah.
Just like,
Who gave her methamphetamine?
Right?
You probably should have kept that at home.
Yeah.
she was on 11 the whole time.
crazy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if my kids know how to be off of 11. Like they're just.
Yeah.
Only when they're sleeping. And even then, Sienna's still all over the damn place.
Yeah. It's an interesting experience meeting my
Yeah.
children and my family. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm happy that you created this life and that you created the children, because they are their own unique little gems, little gemstones.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing if they can.
They're going to take over the world or destroy it. So we
A little
just,
bit of both.
either
Column
do.
A,
I
column
just
B.
want them to remember that I'm one of the good ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
As long as you're in the fold, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Be good. They're
Well-
fiercely loyal.
They are ride or
Yeah.
die.
They are.
Totally.
Yeah. They are all very, very ride or die. Like, I mean, that's kind of also one thing I've tried to instill in them. It's just like,
Yep.
you got to, not everybody's going to be in the circle.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then especially now Harper's
it
getting
small.
to that age where, high school, she's looking down the barrel of like, a school career, and like that's all there is to her. And I'm like,
Yeah.
just calm down, kid. Like,
Yep.
I get it, make your friends, but at the end of the day, like, if you don't want to be friends with these people, you don't need. I
Yeah.
mean, I have 2 like
Yeah.
ride or die homies,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all you need.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
I got my acquaintance, I got the people that I know that I can talk to. Like, you find your people, and you're loyal to your people.
Yep.
And
Yep.
other than that, like, how many people I talked to from high school? Like, none.
Yeah. Yeah. There's plenty of life
Fuck 'em.
out there.
Yeah, there's so much life out there, and
Mm-hmm.
it seems like a big deal to you, but it's really not. So let's just take it back a little bit,
Yeah.
because she's starting to get to the Harper's,
Yeah.
especially starting to get to that
Which it's also
early puberty stage.
to
yeah.
be the, like, for you guys to, I mean, truly, like the ridest and the diest,
Yeah.
like to be together since, grade K.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we've been through some,
Yeah. Wow.
so that makes you stronger, and I don't
And you,
know.
at the very least, like each other enough to want to come sit on a couch together and talk
Right?
about yourselves.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
Talk about your love story.
we see each other all day. Like, I get a lot. That's been like the biggest question. Like, people are like, "So Heather's working with you now?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
How's that going? I'm like,
It's a good thing I like her. Yeah.
Like, we get along. We
Yeah.
genuinely. I mean, and if we're not getting along, we
But like you said earlier, we just get it out. We don't let it sit and fester,
we
I don't
don't-
think.
Mm-hmm.
so,
I think at least once a day that we're working, we tell each other to f off.
at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just and there's just sometimes where you're like on a ADHD side tangent, and you're on a mission,
Mm-hmm.
and then somebody comes up to you and is like it's like off, just
Yeah,
for
if
a
I
second.
get derailed here, it'll never get done.
Right.
I need to do this.
Yep.
And then something just as simple as that to some people is like, I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. But you got your ride or die.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
We just work it out.
Yeah.
Air out that dirty laundry before it becomes a problem.
Exactly. Which is, it's good that you guys, I mean, you tested out the relationship for as long as you did and then decided that, okay, now we can do the business together and it's working.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I think, I mean, even though we didn't mean to wait so long to have kids, I think that was also kind of a bit of a blessing. We gotta, those first few years of marriage, they're rough. I mean, you're sorting a lot out and you're trying to figure out how to live together and
Yeah.
you're trying to figure out what you can accept and what you can't. And like,
Yeah.
I think having a kid those era, like people that have kids when they're like 2-3 years into
It causes
marriage,
the end of relationships for sure.
I could totally see
Yeah.
it. Because I mean, after we've been through all of the,
Yeah.
my dad died before any of the kids were born. Like we went through some pretty lows, and so now it's like, okay, well now we know what our limits are,
Yeah.
and we know how to properly convey them to each other,
Yeah.
and it works. I mean, maybe not properly, but properly for us.
Right, it works for us.
You
Yeah.
found a proper in the Skelton household.
Yeah,
Yeah. Which is wonderful.
kind of always been my advice to anybody. Is if you can't be totally honest, then what the hell is the point?
Yeah.
I mean, I got guys I've worked next to for years, and they're like, they don't even front their wives. I'm like, what?
Well, I feel the way that I feel about that. I would never. I could never.
I can't imagine just holding it in. Like,
Right.
I'm at home.
No.
Screw you.
No, I can't. I have to maintain some mystique.
Nope.
So,
We have pooping. Like pooping is the one thing. Like
yeah.
we're not an
we
open
don't
door
do
jar.
this together.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
the one thing. Like
We'll
that's
keep to
always been the
ourselves.
one thing. Because
Yeah.
like I got other friends that are in long-term relationships, and like she'll be putting her makeup on, and he'll be taking a shit. And like, no, like nope.
No.
That's your you time.
Yeah. Maintain a level of mystique.
That's the level of mystique. But I mean, I'm not above a Dutch oven.
All right. I think that's the best way to wrap this up. Yeah.
On that.
Thanks, Skeltons. Happy to have you. And that was the first and probably last time that anyone would ever drop a Dutch oven on the Love Story Podcast. Thank you for listening to the Love Story Podcast. You can subscribe to the show and you can follow us at the Love Story Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.